Hey everyone, welcome to the modern fable on success in business and life. The leader who had no title in this session number 7, chapter 7 and part 5. We are going to discuss about how to become a great leader. Before that, you have to become a great leader or a great person. How to become that? For that, you have to try the seven fundamental which has been described here. That are the let's begin with today's session. That is the philosophy of lead without a title. And in this philosophy, we are going to discuss about the seven important fundamental of reaching to the level of personal mastery. What are those? Let's begin with this new session in this philosophy of lead without a title. So, what are the seven best practices that I need to be doing? I asked, still relaxing on the table. Here, said Jet. I had them on a card for you. Take this with you, and every morning during your personal leadership hour, every morning, you should have to spend a hour for yourself. That is your personal leadership hour. Pick a few of the best practices from this list to perform. And by the way, I strongly urge you to begin your hour of self development at 5 a.m. So it is better. It will be better if you start your first leadership hour in 5 a.m. That would be better for you to create your personal leadership mastery to early hours every day. As I suggested earlier, it will take you about 40 days to install this new habit. For 40 days, you will feel some stress. You will be gloomy, or you will be grumpy, and you will be tired. You will come up with excuses like this isn't healthy for me, or I just wasn't born with early rising genes, Jet said as he laughed. But remember, nothing is wrong. It is just a necessary part of process of growing and rewiring your new habit. When you have to go or reach to the peak of personal mastery development, you need to spend an hour with yourself. And that hour, in that hour, you have to pick up the best practices of the seven fundamentals of personal leadership. How you can do that? Let's begin in few seconds. So, after 40 days, getting up at 5 a.m. to do your interior work so that you become more powerful person will be second nature. 5 a.m. Really? I asked in disbelief. Reminds me a bit of basic training. It is basic training, black, basic training to get to your leadership best. Came his sufficient reply. I glanced at the card as just turned up the light in the message treatment room or massage treatment room. The seven fundamentals of personal leadership are: number one, learn, learn, or learning. Read from books that will inspire you. strengthen your character, and remind you of the examples of the greatest leader of our world. Also, listen to audiobooks on subject ranging from business excellencies, team building, and innovation to wellness, relationship, and personal motivation. Affirmation: one of the single best ways to restrict or rescript limiting beliefs and failure program with your mind is through the consistent repetition of positive statements about the leaders you want to become and the achievements you commit to create. For example, reciting the affirmation, today I am focused, excellent, and stunningly passionate in all I do. A number of times at the beginning of your day will create the mindset of a champion and winning emotional state for you. So you have to keep the affirmations daily. It will program your mind set for a champions and winning emotional state for you. Then visualization. The mind works through picture. Everyone knows that it is a psychological factor and confirmed every great accomplishment from the tallest skyscraper here is here in New York City to the most stunning innovation or invention of American genius like Thomas Edison and Benjamin Franklin began with a series of pictures set in the imagination of their creator. All our achievements begins with the mind. All progress in is nothing more than visible creativity made visible. So during your personal leadership hour means the first 1 hour of your day, which you have to start from 5 a.m. Make time to close your eyes and, like any good elite athlete, does envision yourself realizing your goals, playing at your best, and fully awakening your inner leader. Journaling. Writing in a journal is a remarkable strong way to become a clear or cleaner thinker, to build a massive amount of self-awareness and to record your intended outcome during your hour of personal development. Note your insights, feelings, hopes, and dreams. Also, process through any frustration or frustration you might be experiencing and go deep into your fear. The fear you embrace are the fear you will release. Really get to know yourself and reconnect with all the talent within you that is just waiting to be unleashed, unearthed, open. Your journal is also a hope to express gratitude for all of you or all you have and do. Memorialize your journey through life. Your life is a gift and so it is worth recording. Goal setting and then reconnecting with your goals on a regular basis is a powerful success discipline. When you set the goal, why most of the goal fails? Because you did not reconnect with them. So setting and then reconnecting with your goal on a regular basis is a powerful success discipline. Your goal will create a fantastic amount of focus in your career and within your life. Goals generate hope and positive energy. And when you experience adversity, and we all do from time to time, clearly articulate goals offer you a north star to guide you out of the rough seas into calmer water. Goals also ensure that you live life deliberately and productively versus reactively and accidentally. Avoid that walking coma I spoke of earlier. Then exercise. I will speak more about the importance of moving your body daily to achieve peak performance at work. You have to move your work, you have to move your body daily to achieve that peak performance at work. But for now, just remember that doing something physical each day boosts brain function, fuel far higher energy level, helps you manage stress more effectively, and keeps you in the game longer. Nutrition. What you eat determines how well you will perform. Leadership is influenced by your diet also, but eating like a winner, your energy will remain at peak and your moods will stay positive. Please also remember that by eating less food, you will be able to do better work. So it is the formulation that you have to consume little food. It should be 80% of your hunger. So here we have discussed the seven fundamentals of personal leadership, that is learning. Learning from books that inspire you, strengthen your character, the listen audiobooks of great leaders, subject ranging from business excellence, team building, and innovation to wellness. Then affirmation is one of the single best way to rescript limiting belief and failure program within your mind is through the consistent repetition of positive statement about affirmation. So affirmation is only the positive statements about yourself. Then you have to sit somewhere, calm place, then close your eyes and visualize what you want to achieve and what you are thinking. Visualize that. The mind work through picture, aggregate accomplishments from the tallest skyscraper here in Europe to the most stunning innovation of American can genius like Thomas. They visualize it before in their mind. Then journalism is one of the remarkable strong way to become a cleaner or clearer thinker, to build a massive amount of self-awareness and to record your intended outcome that you have given a one life. That is a gift. You should record everything. Goal setting. You are here on this universe with a purpose. You should create goals to achieve that purpose, and then you have to reconnect with them. Your goal will create a fantastic amount of focus in your career and within your life. Goals generate hope and positive energy. So that's why your goal, they will offer you the North Star guide out in the sea into calmer water. Then exercise. You can do everything when you are physically well. So don't forget to move at your workplace or anywhere to achieve the peak performance at work. But now, just remember that something physical each day boosts brain function, fuel for higher energy level, and help you manage stress effectively, keep you in the game longer. Nutrition is important for our body and our mind. What we eat, we will become the same. So it is depending on what you eat, and that will be your performance. So by eating like a winner, your energy will remain at peak and your moods will stay positive. And also remember, eating less food, you will able to do better work. Really superb suggestion, Judge. I said, with the tremendous appreciation as the three of us walked back into the stylish waiting room. The massage had left me feeling incredibly good, and just the seven fundamentals for personal leadership were ever so practical. I know had a series of discipline I could choose from and practice during my personal leadership are to perform at world class throughout my day. So if you have to perform world class throughout your day, you have to practice the seven fundamental of personal leadership. That is learning, that is affirmation, that is visualization, that is journalism, then that is the goal setting, means reconnecting to your goal or everyday goal, then exercise and nutrition. I sense that this habit alone would create wonderful results in terms of my self confidence, my ability to be in control of my day, and my overall level of well being. I shared my willingness to get up early each day with Jack. He was delighted. Give yourself one of the best gifts ever. Leader without a title can give himself the blessing of getting up at 5 a.m. every morning. So many of the most productive leaders of our world have had this routine. Black means everyone should understand that who has succeeded in their life. Why sports people get up early in the morning? They do all the activity early in the morning because early in the morning it is power. Early morning getting up and moving your physique or doing some additional extra or effective activity that generate the function of your mind. That's why you should get up in the morning. The way you start your day determines how well you will live your day. And what you do in your first hour set you up to either succeed or fail in the hours that follow. So it depends how you start your day. That first hour, personal leadership decide you will succeed or you will fail throughout the day follows. Carve out the first hour of your day to spend building your personal leadership capabilities. Hey, by the way, it is also key to consider that your first thought on waking up or waking up and your last thought before going to sleep have a big influence on what goes on between them. So here you have to do activities that when you go to bed, so you should have that thought what you have achieved today and goals for tomorrow. And also the key to consider that your first thought on waking up and your last thought before going to sleep have a big influence on what goes on between them. Truly fascinating, I replied. All of this is so helpful, and your earlier suggestion to clean up my emotional life also really speaks to me. I have been pretty angry and unhappy for a long time. What especially could nourish my emotional life? One of the first things you can do, Black, is learn to forgive those who need to be forgiven. Many people bring such a negative energies into their workplace every morning because they are full of resentment and anger over past hurts and ancient betrayals. Self leadership requires you to let go of these resentments, learn to forgive the people you lead to forgive, and release things that happened in the past that might be consuming your precious creative potential. You can't craft a super future by remaining stuck in your past. So you need to keep in mind that you can't craft a super future by remaining stuck in your past because the disappointment you are holding on to your power by feeling yourself of them. You free up a ton of energy, passion, and potential. And it has been said by Jet as he sipped from a bottle of water with lemon in it. And how do I go about releasing my past so I can free up my leadership best? I questioned. It started with a simple decision like it is also excited to me that all that stands between you and total transformation is a decision. Just decide in this every moment that you will forgive all those who have disappointed you and let go of all the exercises or experience that have discouraged you. The moment you step into the space of honesty, being willing to forgive is the moment you begin the clearing process. Also, remember that those people who hurt you were doing the best that they could do based on where they were on their personal journey through life. If they had known how to do better, they could have done better. And finally, please understand that only hurt people, only hurt people. Sure, really healthy people, those with outstanding inner lives, are not really capable of hurting others. They are so full of self respect, positive belief, inspiration, the willingness to see the best in others, and a deep desire to create in all they do that they simply are not able to knock down other a human being. The capacity to damage another is no longer a part of their makeup. They just don't have it in them. It is only people who are hurting at some core level and who have themselves been hurt by others, who go out into the world and hurt those around them. Profound. I observed sincerely. I paused, and you mentioned spending some time in personal leadership are every day improving my spiritual life. How? Well, I do strongly encourage you to count your blessing every day's morning blank. Gratitude is the antidote to fear. What is gratitude? Gratitude is the antidote for fear, worry, and appreciation just can't live in the same room together. And the things that you appreciate begin to appreciate in value to you. What I am saying is that spending even 5 minutes during that first hour of your day celebrating all the good things in your life will put you into a acute state of happiness. So gratitude is the antidote to fear. in your 1 hour or leadership journey. Give 5 minutes to gratitude and appreciate all that good things and celebrate that the good things happen in your life or every day. That will give you a acute state of happiness. And as carnally as it may sound, happy people really do make happy leaders. And happy leaders not only do better work, they are at a lot more fun to be around. Very helpful chat.